Alright guys, welcome back to Heavy Metal Horizons. So in today's video, I've got my footage from my first ever solo flight. So this is from my private pilot training at the Flight Academy at Van Nuys Airport in California. And this is the first time ever that I flew the plane alone by myself. So I have edited this together for you, and I'm also adding some narration so I can explain some things as the video goes along. Just keep in mind though that there's so many things that are cut out of this. Definitely don't use it as any sort of official training video. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are into cars or airplanes or heavy metal. I'd love to know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. All right, let's get into the flight. Alright guys, so today is hopefully gonna be my first solo flight. I'm really excited. Now, I say hopefully because we tried to do this yesterday, but there ended up being, some really high winds and everything, and it wasn't gonna be, weather-wise a good day for a first student solo flight. But today is looking beautiful, and I think it's going to happen. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm working on my flight training. I've got about 18 hours right now, so I'm still pretty early in the training. And today, hopefully, will be my first solo flight. So it'll be the first time that I fly the plane without the instructor there, in the plane with me. When I talk to people who are not familiar with flight training, I think that's kind of a misconception, is that you don't do any flying by yourself when you're a student. But I mean, you have to be able to do that, obviously, so it's a big part of the training. And leading up to this, we've been working a lot on just getting my landings down and being able to fly through the pattern at the airport by myself. We've been working a lot on that lately, so hopefully that practicing has paid off and everything will go smooth today. But I'm feeling really good about it. I feel ready, so I think it's going to be really good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go over some of my radio calls that I need to remember in my head, and I'll see you guys at the airport. So after the usual pre-flight inspection and a run-up, we headed out to the runway. My instructor Mo decided that we should go up to the local practice area and do some slow flight practice before coming back to the airport to do some pattern work.
Alright, so we'll go to Santa Clara practice area, we'll do some slow flight, then come back over here and do some pattern work to a full stop, 2 or 3 of them. And if everything goes well, we'll just hop out over here.
Line up and wait. 1-6 left and line up and wait, 9-0 Bravo.
There you go.
Okay, so I can get on here.
Yep.
Line 0 Bravo, left down is approved. Left out is an 800, so left of the airport, when 16 left, clear for takeoff. 16 left, clear for takeoff, 9-0 Bravo. Okay, there's 40, there's 50, 55, 60, and here we go.
Now, I've actually already done a video on the slow flight practice, which I'll put a link to in the video description if you want to check that out. The main point is that the slow flight practice is just a great warm-up for performing landings, as the way the plane reacts to the controls is very similar. After that first portion of the flight, we headed back to Van Nuys to see how I would do on the landing. And I was a little nervous about this because I knew that if I botched this landing, I probably wouldn't be soloing today.
Departure, okay, I'll do my pre-landing here. Fuel's on both, mixture's full red. Tower down to 310 is about 8 out from 16 right.
Become jet 310 on our tower, continue to approach traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles on the straight in for the pillar runway 2600 indicated, Cessna.
And continue 310.
Cherokee 0 Foxtrot, turn right, Fox just heading 160.
160.
Executive 375, Van Nuys Tower, working on your release.
Hey, it's all you, Max. Let's see what you got.
Alright.
Delta 90 Bravo, only 16 left, number 1, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land. 90 Bravo.
Delta 50 left, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land. 50 Delta.
Cherokee 0 Foxtrot, make a left turn, join the downwind.
Left run, joining downwind. Too fast.
Cherokee 0 Juliet, Mike, turn base at the 118 freeway, number 3, turn your final over the 118 freeway for the Cessna inside. Looking for the Cessna base over the 118, also looking full stop, 0 Juliet Mike. 0 Juliet Mike, roger. Cessna 82, sure, the Cherokee on the right side has you inside as well, sir. 82, thank you. Wind 360 at 3.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There you go.
Alright.
Let's make it a touch and go.
Touch and go? Okay, carpet off, flaps up, full power.
There you go.
Alright, there's 60.
Okay, so that landing was pretty good, but he wanted us to fly around the pattern one more time to make sure I was ready.
1800 altitude. Looking for incoming traffic, looks clear. Go ahead and turn downwind. Alright.
So number 3530 Foxtrot for traffic departing southeastbound, making a left 360, left 360.
There's little
Left 360 for 30 Foxtrot.
There you go. That's perfect.
Okay, nice. Gradual here.
November 30 Foxtrot, I'm in instructions, just turn left and fly west. I'm going to take you to the west.
There you go. That's on the map.
Coming off going southeastbound. 30 Foxtrot, sounds good.
I'll go down to the next one here.
Yep, take your time.
Okay.
No need to rush it. Do one lap around the pattern. Where's the CF5 at? Should be somewhere around here. Alright, you got this, Max? Be confident, that's the most important thing, because you can do it, just know that you can do it, okay? I'm gonna unplug these so they don't cause static or anything, okay?
Okay.
Now, at the Van Nuys airport, there is a little park bench that the instructors can sit on to watch their students fly. So I dropped off Mo at the bench, and after a few extra words of encouragement, he jumped out, and the rest was up to me.
Van Nuys ground, Cessna, November 990 Bravo. I just dropped off my CFI at the bench. A beam Foxtrot would like to taxi back for departure 16 left.
Continue 16 left via Bravo Charlie.
16 left via Bravo Charlie. 90 Bravo.
I'm just going to let this video play now so you can see the first full solo flight and also hear all the ATC audio.
Alright, we're solo. No problem. No problem, I'm not nervous at all. 16 left via Bravo Charlie, so I'm going to go all the way down to the end. I've already done my run up. Extras on full. Rich. Fuels on both. Van Nuys Tower, Cessna, November 990 Bravo, holding short of 16 left at Charlie for closed pattern. 8 to 10.
Cessna 990 Bravo, traffic in the downwind, traffic mile final for the parallel, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
16 left, line up and wait, 990 Bravo. Mixture's full rich, carpet's off, flaps are up.
Cessna 990 Bravo, caution while turbines for a Challenger arriving on the parallel. Follow the Cessna in the upwind ahead of you. Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Left coast traffic is approved.
16 left, clear for takeoff. We're making left traffic and I'll follow that Cessna as your Bravo.
Cessna 82 Sierra number 1, runway 16 left, clear to
Okay, full power.
that's basically full stop right here.
On the right rudder.
Sierra runway 16 left, clear to land. Clear to left, clear to land 80 Sierra.
And this 55, 60, here we go.
Roger.
Alright. Aiming for 73 on the airspeed. And I'm gonna follow the Cessna in front of me, but I can't see him, but it's fine. Know where he is. Left closed traffic. Pattern altitude is 1800. Climbing at about 73.
So Quebec Foxtrot, turn left in the down if you haven't already.
Turning left, 737 Foxtrot.
Cessna 90 Bravo, turn left 5 degrees, jet traffic departing the parallel.
Left 5 degrees, 90 Bravo.
Cessna 82 Sierra, caution light turbulence, departing rear jet from the parallel, wind 070 at 3. 80 thank you.
Okay, so I see the Cessna that I'm following the pattern, and I'm gonna make sure I don't turn crosswind until he passes me. I want to make sure I give everybody enough room. Okay, but I'm at 1800 here. Okay, he's passing me now. Okay, so we're fine. He's passing me now.
90 Bravo, turn left crosswind.
Turning left crosswind now, 90 Bravo. Okay, I'm at 1800, turning left crosswind, pulling the power back to 20.
Cessna 7 Quebec Foxtrot, you number 2, following the Cessna short final, runway 16
Back
left.
to 2100.
16 left, clear for the option.
Make sure I stay at 1800, creeping up a little bit. Okay, pilot a little bit more, 2100, right there. Okay, looking for incoming traffic. I do not see any. And turn downwind here. Okay, 1800, 2100 RPM. Everything's looking good. And I'm gonna level off on the downwind here, and I'm gonna look for that Cessna. Okay, pre-landing checklist. Fuels on both. Mixture's full rich. Okay, and I want to maintain 1800. Okay, that's good. 2100 RPM in the pattern.
Just Ranger Bravo, extend down and I will call your base.
Extending the downwind, you'll call the base down to Bravo.
So 82 Sierra, hold short, 16 short, remain my frequency.
Hold the short, 1% remaining with you. Yeah.
Cessna 7 Quebec Foxtrot, turn the caution, keep your base and final turn square. Please track to the park prior to arrival.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that same until he calls my base.
TBM might go 120.2, holding 126. TBM 2 might go when I start left down, please make an out of below 2,000, pressure out of below 1,800 until you are north of the field. Runway 16 left,
Here's right. 160 left, goes turning base,
downwind departure, please right below 1,800 until north of the airport. Hey, Mike, go. TBM 2 Mike, go. Number 7 Quebec Foxtrot, vacate traffic, joining the 3 mile file for the parallels and rear jet.
Looking for that traffic, 737 Quebec Foxtrot.
Cessna 90 Bravo, traffic ahead to your left on base, and another Skyhawk, you have him in sight.
Affirm, I have the Skyhawk in sight, and that is your Bravo.
So 90 Bravo, let us follow that traffic, number 2, runway 16 left, clear for the option, traffic, 2.5 mile final for the parallel, a rear jet.
Alright, number 2, I'll be following that Cessna, once it's left clear for the option, that is your Bravo.
TBM 8 Mike Echo, turn left 5 degrees.
Okay, so he's already passed in front of me, or by me, so I can turn it here.
Foxtrot, caution, rotor wash, your helicopter is arriving, heading to your left,
And
back to
going to 17th out there, nice flaps. Okay, I was a little late on that, actually. I want to level off here. We are descending. I am very high. There's a jet going in. There's the Cessna. Cessna's also high.
TBM 8 Mike Echo, you can turn left to the my ceiling, if not perfect, so
Maintain second on some flaps. And I'll go ahead and turn on final here. Okay, I'm a little slow. We're gonna put a little power in. Okay, there's 70.
You can contact 113.5.0. Have a good day. Good. 135.0. Like everything.
I am cleared for the option on 16 left. Okay, I'm gonna get lined up here. Last notch of flaps.
Cessna 820, thank you for your patience. Cross 16 right at golf, contact ground point 7 and Alpha. Have a good day. Contact 16 right at golf, contact ground point 7, 820. Thank you.
Alright. Really trying to get 70. Pull the power back a little more.
Wind calm.
Alright, there's 70. The runway is made. It's so smooth. Alright. On the rudders, on the rudders. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. I like to get off at golf here. Leads off, flaps up.
Manager Bravo, left turn golf, contact ground point 7. Good job.
Left turn golf, ground point 7. Thank you, Manager Bravo.
So after I landed, I taxied back over to where my instructor was sitting, and he came out and basically said, "Great job, now do it again," which sounded great to me. So I went around the pattern again, and unfortunately my camera batteries died out during the second flight, but to be honest, my first landing was better than the second one anyway. After the second flight, we headed back to the hangar, and then talked about the next goal to work towards in my training. Alright guys, so that's it. I did my first student solo flight. I think it went really well. I'm, just thinking back on it, I mean, I wasn't thinking about it too much in the moment. I was just trying to go through the steps and do everything right. But now that it's over with, I feel like it went really well. And I was nervous, but not so nervous that, I couldn't remember things or anything like that. So I think it went really well. I mean, going into it, like I felt ready. It wasn't a surprise, I know some instructors kind of like spring it on their students, and I had kind of a feeling going into it that it was going to be today. But yeah, I feel really good about it. I honestly, I think I'm going to be more nervous, or I feel more nervous now for my cross-country solo flight, my first cross-country solo flight, which will be coming up later on. But who knows, maybe by the time I get to it, then I'll feel ready, kind of like I felt for this one. And obviously the flight today, it was a very short flight. I just went around the pattern a couple times on my own. But I'm just happy I didn't screw anything up real bad. So I think it's a success. So I think that's about it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys soon.